What is the birds and the bees? Is it a game between friends?
Hey.
An inside joke?
Hey.
Why am I the only one who doesn't know?
Hey. Hey. Oh, hey, Timmy.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sadtire. The kids at school keep making fun of me because I don't know about the birds and the bees. Can you help me out?
Sure thing, Timmy. Let's dive into the bees first. Bees evolved from a predatory, carnivorous, wasp-like species, transitioning from hunting other insects to collecting nectar and pollen. Interestingly, certain wasps, I hate that word, like hornets, hunt bees for their honey and even their bodies. Did you know queen bees lay around 200,000 eggs a year? And if the worker bees aren't satisfied with their output, they'll actually breed a new queen to replace her. You have queen bees, and then you have worker bees, who are sterile females that collect food, pollen, and protect the hive. And then at the very, very bottom, you have the male bees. They can't fend for themselves and exist only to reproduce, much like my friend Mike. After mating with the queen, they usually die in one of two ways. Either their abdomen ruptures after expelling their semen with the queen, or they are slowly starved out and then kicked out of the hive by the worker bees. It's a tough life for the male bees. They have to choose either death by nut or
death by exile.
I still don't get why I would get made fun of for not knowing this. Are you really sure this is what everyone was talking about?
Timmy, I don't know how else I can explain it. Who are you gonna trust? A bunch of snot-nosed kids? Or me, an adult?
I guess you.
Great. Did you know that over 75% of bees are actually solitary bees? Meaning a single female builds her own nest and lays up to 30 eggs. The classic beehives we see in media consist of social bees, which only make up about 10% of bees. And the rest are parasitic bees that don't build nests, don't gather pollen, and don't collect food. They don't do anything. Again, much like my friend Mike. Instead, they invade nests and leave their eggs, which eventually hatch and consume the host larvae, their babies. In some cases, a parasitic female will sneak into a hive, incapacitate the queen, and take her place, with the worker bees unknowingly raising the parasitic offspring. Now let's dive into the birds. Birds are actually the last of the dinosaurs, descending from the Archaeopteryx, a small feathered dinosaur from the same group as the T-Rex. These Archaeopteryxes, lived about 150 million years ago and were quite different than the birds we know today. They had teeth, a bony tail, and while they had feathers, they likely couldn't fly in the same way modern birds do.
Wait, these early birds had feathers but couldn't fly?
That's right. While it was long assumed that feathers evolved for flight, we now know that feathers first appeared for other reasons, likely for body insulation, camouflage, or attracting mates.
That's cool, but I still don't know if this is what the kids at school were talking about.
Timmy, don't worry, this is the way. Today there are over 10,000 species of birds. Whether any or all of them are actually government drones spying on us is still TBD. Charles Darwin, who developed the theory of evolution by natural selection, made key observations about birds, specifically finches, during his voyage to the Galapagos Islands. He noticed that similar birds lived on each island, but each island's finch had a unique beak adapted to its environment. Finches that ate large nuts had large, strong beaks, while those that ate insects had narrow, prying beaks. Finches that fed on fruit had parrot-like beaks. Darwin proposed that all these finches descended from a common ancestor on the mainland. Over time, this ancestor dispersed among the islands, with each population evolving distinct beaks to match their diet and environment.
I guess now I know a little about birds and a little about bees, so why do people say the birds and the bees?
In a nutshell, birds and bees contribute greatly to the cycle of life by aiding plant reproduction.
Oh, and the birds and the bees is what me and your mom were doing last night.
What?
Hey there, if you want to continue helping Timmy, you should watch this video where I help him improve his art. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to help support Timmy's burn treatment.